Hello, so happy you could join me on this beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. What I got going on here today is a pre-stretched canvas 16 by 20. And what I thought I'd do today is maybe a wolf, maybe some background snow-capped mountains and a moon. Maybe make some more, maybe a green instead of snow. And all the information and all the colors you'll need to paint along with me will come across the screen right about here. So what I did was I covered it with a thin coat of liquid white. The wolf I did early on, I did it all in a ceramic paint. I started out with a dark gray, and then I filled it in with different shades of gray to get the fur look all the way around. Left a little white here, the reflection, maybe from the moon, and the black part of the inside of his mouth. So like I said, we'll do that. I'm going to mix up maybe some mountain color, maybe some purples, maybe Prussian blue, phthalo blue, maybe some red, alizarin crimson, maybe a touch of midnight black. That kind of darkens it and kind of dulls it out. I'm mixing the colors right here on my little palette I got. Get that going for the sky. Get some dark purple for the sky. A little bit of blue there. I want it dark though. Darker the better. Okay. That looks like a good dark color to use. I'm going to go in with 2-inch brush. I'm going to start out in the corners, crisscross strokes, get the sky going, dark wintry sky. I want it dark here because we're going to put the moon in there. All the way across the top here. Maybe add some black. Some more of the nighttime. Maybe some blues, purple, red. Mixing it right on the brush, just like that. Now, take the blender brush and come into the white, liquid white we already got down here, and go right into the darker colors. Just make all kinds of things happen. Barely tapping. What I want to do is leave some area where I'm going to have the moon. Maybe the moon's going to be right there. Got all kinds of things happening. Who knows, maybe down here we'll have some water. So we'll take that same brush with the dark colors on it. And we'll get into some shining. We'll have that come right down all the way. We'll work on that in a minute once we figure all this out. What we want to do with the sky here. Making it darker the closer it gets to you, because that's the way it would look in nature. Just like that. Now I'm going to clean this brush off some. Blender brush. Into the sky here. Right where I want the moon to be. I want to kind of hazy that hazy look. Start from in the middle and work your way out. Like that. Now what I got going on is I got a little thing that I cut out for my moon. So I can put it right on there and paint right in it. Let's see what we want to do here. I think we'll use a fan brush. Come into some white. Just like that. Maybe our moon is right here. Just hold it up there and paint around. Maybe add a little bit of touch of yellow. Make that perfect. Take some off now. Like that. Take the palette knife, just scrape that off. Come back in. Just touch that up. wiping off the excess. Just like that. Now we'll go into the blender brush. Blend this out. Blend it out, blend it in. Like that. Just want this to be a little misty. Want it to be diffused just a little bit. And blended. Sometimes working on the sun or the moon is the hardest. Now, take some white. Let's come in and put some right in the middle. Circular motion. Something like that. Take the palette knife and scrape that off. Now, come into some white. Like I said, sometimes the moon is the hardest to do. It has to be just so. Just so. Maybe we'll start on Snow-Capped Mountains. Load up some more blues and blacks and reds. Get that purple color. Little roll of paint right across the edge there. Maybe in our world, oh, who knows? Maybe to be just like that. All the way down. Maybe this is a big mountain. Maybe it goes all the way. Just like that. Come in with another 2-inch brush. We'll pull all this down. Kind of blend it in. Shadow it. Get the different mountain peaks and valleys. Pull stuff down in front, push everything back. Maybe this goes back into the distance. Maybe it goes, who knows where. Just like that. Palette knife, load it up with some white, take a little roll of paint, and come in and highlight where you think the moon would hit. Just like that. Right on top. Just barely touch it. The paint, the canvas will take what it wants and it gives you the rest. Gives you the rest back. All I'm doing is tapping it and trying to get the right snow mountain that I'm looking for. Who knows, maybe that one comes back that way. Kind of depends on what you're looking for and how you want to create it. Just like that. Pretty good. And I'm going to take the other end, it's a little bit smaller, to get into the smaller places, because the sun's going to, or the moon is going to hit right there. Have it pop off of that area. Right in here I want to get a little bit better, a little bit whiter. Because the moon is hitting off of that real good. Now I'm going to go into some blues, make some shadow color. That kind of enhances it. Some of that look of a mountain. Okay, now we're going to take blender brush. I'm going to tap this down here. Pay close attention to the mountain, the way the mountainside is when you want to mist it. Right up into the snow, all the way down. Kind of pushes it back, gives it that hazy look that you're looking for when you're creating this. What I see is I'm going to take some paint away from here. Leave it darker around the edges. Okay, now I think we'll put some evergreen trees in there. Got the white already on this color. We'll have some distant evergreen trees. They'll be more of a purplish color, the same thing. Darker. Maybe we'll add some liquid clear. Kind of thins it out. I'm just tapping. Trying to create the illusion of distant evergreen trees. The way they just might look, you'll see the tops. All the way down. Maybe it goes down to who knows. Goes way off in the distance. Maybe there's some big ones in here. Maybe they go just like that. All I'm doing is tapping, trying to get that look. I'm not sure what we're going to do over here. But we can put some trees in here. We cover it up, we cover it up. At least they're here. We got that illusion. And some practice on making evergreen trees. Just like that. I'm going to take that 2-inch brush again, or the blender brush, and blend this in. You're going to tap it like you did in the mountain. What that's going to do is it's going to give a misty look right by your trees. And that's what you want, because it's going to be hazy. You're not going to see it up close. It's going to be that hazy look. And that can go right back. Just like that from tapping. Give it that look. Pull up. Distant evergreen trees. Just like that. That mist. You get that look early in the evening. I'm going to come in and highlight right around his mouth. Like that. Could have tapped that in there. Right by his head. Blend all that in. Just like that. Now what we can do is get this blender brush going. Blend the water. All the way. Bring the blender brush off. Come in here and make some land. I think I might not make this one so much of a winter scene, but add some green. Some green to it. Dark green. And I can highlight it with the sun or the moon coming down. Maybe we can put something right here. little bit of liquid white, black, black. Once we highlight it, you'll see that yellow. Or the highlights from the moon hitting the, just like you would the snow, but this is going to be the moon. I want to make this darker. I think I'm going to do is put some evergreen trees in there, dark ones. Put some in there right here. Maybe one there. One there. Tapping down all the way down. Wherever you think it might be. There might be some branches. You can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. That's what's nice about painting. You can make all kinds of a world of your own. Got some close ones there. Looks pretty good. Maybe there's one here. And maybe there's one right here. Taller one. Just barely tapping. Maybe that one's off in the distance. All the way down. Maybe there's a big one right up above. Right up above the wolf. Just like that. I think I'm going to put another one closer here, but higher. Taller. just tapping and going back and forth, and the harder you tap, the closer you get to the ground. Maybe there's, oh, who knows. I think maybe I'm going to leave it just like that. Maybe put the reflection into the pond here. I'm just going backwards now. Tapping harder. As I go up, tap lighter. Kind of the opposite of what we did. Get that reflection. Now, what I want to do is I want to come in with some yellow. Get that moon in there. No. Now let's see what brush I'm going to take. I'm going to clean out the blender brush. I use odorless paint thinner. It's always a good thing. I just wipe off the excess. Want to get it a little bit dry as you can. Get all that old paint off of there. Some of this happening. Blend that in. Go right across from the middle. Pull it out. Wipe your brush off because you get some of that darkness on there. Just pull it off once. If you pull it off twice and go back in there, it'll be you'll have the dark color and the reflection of your moon. Then what we can do is come in kind of give it that look. Soften it. softened look. That looks pretty good. Now we'll come into some darker colors, greens and blacks, and make a little water line or water's edge. Just like that. That enhances that right there. When normally I wouldn't leave it this way. But I'm kind of liking that look. So what I'm going to do now, clean the fan brush off, get into some yellow colors, yellow and white, and highlight, cadmium yellow and liquid white, just like that. We'll come in and highlight some of this area here. Maybe right where the moon would be hitting. And you want to pay attention to the lay. The lay of the hills and everything. You can make them as hilly as you want just by going down. And that's the fun thing about it. Maybe up here it's real, the moon really hit off of that. Maybe down here, not so much. All kinds of things happening. The more you tap, you can diffuse it. Not make it look so bright. Kind of takes that. And the closer you get, more shadows. More shadows take effect over here. We'll come over here and do the same thing. Have a good darker. Getting off. We're going to have a little bit back there, give that shadow look. And a little bit more. Maybe where I almost want it to pop there. Maybe you can almost add just pure white. Just like that, where it's hitting. Now what we'll do, put this down, take the palette knife, clean it off, grab some white, little roll of paint, come up here and get some waterline. Palette knife off. If you ever get too much on, that's what you do. Just wipe it off. Come back in. And make your water lines. Okay. I'm going to keep that like that. Maybe we'll put some stars in. Use the back portion of your brush. Just tapping it. Tapping it in there. If you think like you get too much on, just kind of tap it once, and it'll take off that excess. Stars happening there. Some constellations. Maybe we'll put some up here. Right up above it. Right over it. Just like that. That's that. Go back into the fan brush with the colors on it. Maybe I highlighted it back here real good. And the moon was really hitting that corner. Okay, now I'm going to clean the brush off and come in and make some big evergreen trees. It's the same colors we did there, dark colors. Black, maybe some purple. Maybe we can have a tree right here. I'll tell you what, we'll put one here first. I'm just tapping down. Maybe he's right behind the wolf. Make a little gap in between. Those evergreen trees, they got kind of gappy on the very top there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this and bring this down here. I want to get that wolf as close as I can. I'm just tapping this now. To get it close to it. I'm just filling this in now since I don't have nothing back here. Okay, darker color. Maybe we'll have another one up here. Going back and forth all the way down. Just like that. Leave some light shining through there, and that's always good. Because in nature, that's the way it looks. Got light shining here and there. Down here it's just all woodsy. All woodsy where the wolf is. Maybe we'll put another one. Oh, who knows? I don't know. don't know. I don't know. I think maybe over here we'll put a big one on this side here. Liquid white, thin it out some. And we'll put this one in the water too. All the way up. Now, I'll take the blender brush, pull down, pull down. Go across. Okay. That looks good there. Now we'll come back into some dark colors. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to use some black. Black and purple. Maybe more black. Make a formation of a rock. Maybe where the wolf is coming out of this area here. Now we'll get some white color and shade it. Right where we think we might have some. Okay, we got that going on. Add a little bit more white down here, I think. Where the moon is really hitting it. Where the moon is popping off of it. Okay, now the fan brush, come in, get a little closer. Fade this back. Get some blues in there. Just like that. That happening. Come in now to the fan brush. I'm going to highlight the trees with some yellow and white. Yellow and white. Maybe right where the moon would be hitting off of them. Need some liquid clear, more white. Like that. Just here and there. Just along this side here where the moon is catching it. Like that, and then on the other side we'll do this side of it. All the way up. Just on that side. Now, take the palette knife and come in and we'll scrape some twigs and branches and all kinds of little things happening back there. Blend some of that in. Just like that. I think I see something here. What I'm going to do is come in. I think I'm going to go across the moon with some of that purple colors. Maybe go right across. Howling at the moon. Well, I think I'm going to call this a completed painting. I'm going to sign it right down here in the corner. Use some blue color. Some people use their initials. I like using my last name. I also like putting the year in, so you can see your progression. You can tell people. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Gave a little bit of a different scene to it. I hope you paid along with me. I hope you come back and see me. Have a nice day.